reasons why I love you, and none of them rhyme. 9 times 9, 81. Bonnie and Clyde. We got high and sat by the Wellington sign. I had one hell of a time. It's rock and roll till I...
Welcome to the Green Tea channel. This is Tristan. It's good to have the Green Tea team back. Today is Saturday, the 9th of May in Taupo, New Zealand, and day 45 of the lockdown. A big thank you and much appreciated to people who have commented and subscribed to the channel. Would be great. Please take a minute to hit the like button now for this video and subscribe. We're almost into the 20s. That would be awesome. Here at Lake Taupo, it is an awesome day. I have just been for a swim and it is like ice water. It may be sunny, but it is absolutely freezing. Respect to anyone who has the courage and the free thinking mindset to question the mainstream narrative. I notice some people, not many, have been sharing some new information with people. So much respect and appreciation for you all having the courage, the few of you. There is not many. And I have seen some of the comments that you received, so that is really good. Many in this country and around the world seem tranquilized by fear and free money, and do not have the courage to speak out and to question the approach that we are having to put up with and deal with at this time. I got a message from a Green Tea team member. I just want to read a little bit of that. A Green Tea team member in Ireland, and they sent me a private message. It was really well thought out. And he says from Ireland, he said, this was on my last video, no, maybe 2 videos ago. I like the point you make about the president being set, and I think that is the most realistic threat or unseen consequence of all of this. The etching away of our rights and freedoms, just the sheer power that is being enacted around the world and without any say or vote from the people, is something to be concerned about, or at least mentioned in the media. Yeah, thank you. Shout out to Ireland. That is a very wise point. You know, presidents are being set, and people are not questioning, they're accepting it as the way. So yeah, thank you for that message. Today the theme we're going to look at is perspective, context and choice. In my observation of the mainstream media, their reporting of this situation lacks perspective, context and choice. And also, are the numbers for the V-word cases and fatalities, is that the only metric for success? Is having a low number in these categories, there's no context in that, because the economic impact, the social impact, the people struggling, unemployment, depression, industries being wiped out. It's having context, because people go, oh, the numbers are low, you guys are crushing it. There's no context there. And you see, like with these numbers of cases for the V word, they put these numbers out all across the media. This many new cases, this many fatalities, XYZ. Over 50% of all people who test positive with the current PCR test have 0 symptoms, asymptomatic. there's some context. There needs to be context there when your people are saying 1 million people tested positive. Context. 500,000 of those people are asymptomatic. They showed no visible symptoms. This is a contextual thing, and the mainstream media has been lacking highly in context and perspective. So it's this lack of context and perspective that skews and can be used to skew all of these numbers, because these numbers are driving the government, stopping people from the ability to work, stopping people from having the ability to visit their family. People have missed funerals, weddings, major life events due to a draconian, hard style lockdown. And that's the other thing around perspective. Other countries have not done it this hard. I read this really good article from the Star in Christchurch by Dr. Muriel Newman. And she writes, unlike here in New Zealand, Australian families have been able to visit each other. Schools have remained open. People have been able to buy food from butchers and greengrocers as well as supermarkets. They've been able to have haircuts. Public transport has continued to operate, and weddings and funerals have still gone ahead, albeit with reduced numbers. Throughout the period while working from home has been encouraged, businesses have remained open. They point out that Australia is doing better than New Zealand without extremist measures. Perspective, context. These things are lacking, sorely lacking in the media. And I'll leave a link below. People, a group of doctors in the description box talking about the inaccuracy of the test for the V word. Also, how the person who developed the test said it was a poor diagnostic tool for this type of thing. So yeah, this is information, because it's having such big impacts on our lives and our economy, that we need to be asking these questions, analysing the information, having a questioning mindset, not an accepting. Hey, if we had a choice, if they said you could stay home or go to work, then it doesn't have as big an effect. If they say we can do our activities and visit our families, then, but they're saying based on this evidence that they're making these big calls. You know, businesses, yeah, people's livelihoods, and it's not, if you say let's open up and let people, it's about people feeding their children, feeding their families. It's not about the money. Oh, I have had this thrown at me. Oh, if you say open up, let people open up, you care about money over people. People need to feed their families and be productive. This lockdown is having a psychological negative effect on a lot of people. And yeah, so and these are things we are not given choices on. Hey, if people want to have a vaccine, I'm not against vaccines, but I want a choice. If people want to have tracing, Big Brother tracing on their phones that let people know where they've been, who they've seen at all times, I'm okay with that. That is completely okay with me, as long as it's a choice, as long as I'm not mandated or my family is mandated to do that. Working, I would like a choice. You can work, you can't work. That's your choice. Like they said, throughout the period while working from home has been encouraged, businesses have remained open. That's common sense, people. That is common sense. Please, if you've got information that you'd like to share that helps us have perspective, context and choice, please share it with the group. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel. Stay strong, have courage, speak your truth, support each other, have faith and have fun. Peace out.